And we don't always do this strictly at 8, but you guys know this is one of my favorite times of the week where we do live Q&A together. We talk about what's going on in your world. We talk about the things that you want to improve. We talk about the things that you're struggling with. We talk about all of it. And I'm excited to talk to you guys tonight. What's up, YouTube? What's up? Hey, as soon as you jump in, please share this thing out. If you're on Facebook, if you're on, what's up, Travis? Dude, you guys are amazing. You guys are awesome. You guys are incredible. I'm actually sharing this right now on Facebook so that all my friends and family can check this thing out. I need you guys to do the same as you jump in. I'm also going to share it to our group, Secure Agent Mentor Group. That is a public Facebook group for insurance agents or anyone that wants to learn about anything at all. All right, what is up? Appreciate you guys joining. Hope you're having an awesome weekend. What's been going on in your world? What's some things that you've been doing this weekend? What's up, Mike? We do live Q&A. You guys know we do it. We do it well, and we have a lot of fun doing it every single Sunday night. Tonight, I want you guys to ask the questions. The last 3 or 4 weeks, I've been giving a topic that we're talking about, and then I'm answering that topic. I'm providing value. We've went over scripts, objections, how to make 200K, specific scripts, specifically calling leads. What's up, Spompanato? Specifically, we've talked about how to make $187,460 a year. We talked about how to overcome objections. I think that may have been last week. What's up? We talked about actually calling leads, appointment setting. I think that's what's up, Joe. What's up, Greg? I would say what's up, Chubby on YouTube. Most agents struggle with calling leads and setting appointments. Why do you guys? What's up, Joe? Why do you guys think that is? Why do you guys think that people struggle so much with setting appointments, with calling people? Do they struggle with the act of doing it? What's up, brother? No, Chubby, you're awesome. Do agents struggle with the act of actually making the calls and picking up the phone? Because you and I both know there's a lot of people in sales that struggle with picking up the telephone. It's like that thing weighs 1,000,000 pounds. They struggle with picking it up. But then there's also people that they don't struggle to pick it up. But when they do get what's up, Steve from South Carolina? But when they do get someone on the phone, what's up, Rance? When they get someone to pick up the phone, maybe they struggle with what to say, how to say it, when to say it, how fast to say it. Or they struggle with, hey, the person says, hey, I'm not interested. And what do you say? So I would say Tommy Mack is the man, brother. Dude, thank you, buddy. If you're watching on Facebook, please share. Please click share. If you're on YouTube, please give me a thumbs up. And I want the questions to keep coming tonight. I'm not even going to determine where this is going to go. Thank you so much. I'm not even going to determine where this topic goes tonight. The last 3 or 4 weeks, I've been actually choosing the topic, and then you guys have asked questions based on a specific topic that I can provide value in. Tonight, I just want to do an open live Q&A with all of our friends on YouTube, all of our friends on Facebook. Rand says, hey, tell us how leads can bring more referrals than our own warm market. 100% can. Most people don't know how to ask, though. That's something we talk about a lot in our office, which is asking. And how do you ask? Planting the seed that you're going to be asking, and then ask, and then get a name. Even when you ask referrals, most people don't get referrals because they don't know how to ask. Or when they do ask, the person says, I don't know, and they give up. Dude, there ain't any reason to give up. That's a great question, Rance. Jerry says, hey, great way to start the week. Getting my Cody fixed. Dude, what's up, brother? Hey, Miss Galen, hope all is well. Steve says, hey, I struggle with calling or going to the home with the lead in hand. Cody, what's up, brother? James, what's up, man? Appreciate you joining, buddy, on YouTube over there. Yeah, I would say that majority of agents fail. We all know that, hey, 92% of insurance agents fail. And we do this every Sunday night together. We always go for at least 60, 90 minutes. I'm doing it a little later tonight, 8:05 p.m. Most agents struggle with, what's up, Clay? Most agents struggle with calling in general. Is it, but I want to ask you guys a question. Is it the act of doing it, or that when they, or is it when they, do you think more agents struggle? Because I think this is the biggest disconnect. I think this is why so many agents fail, is they don't know how to properly call leads. Is it the act of doing it, of picking up the phone and actually calling the leads? Do you think that they struggle more with the act of doing it? Or do you think they struggle with the skill once they do it? If you guys had to pick one of those two, would you say, hey, they struggle with the act of picking up the phone or dialing enough? Or do you think it's that most agents lack skill and don't know what to do when someone gets on the phone? Only have 3 appointments, door knocks, rest of the day. Any tips? Yeah, set some more appointments. Now, in all seriousness, Joe, door knock. When you go to a lead, door knock both neighbors. I hear of agents every single week. I heard of an agent last week. His name's John in Utah. He knocked on. He had an appointment and he knocked on the wrong door, and he still got in and made the sale because he asked, because he thought about it, because he expected it. What's up, Joshua? What's up? I think they struggle with the discipline, dude. I do too. Vince Pampanato says, "Hey, lack of real training prevents agents. They don't know how to get into a presentation. Lack of training prevents them from acting." Dude, I'm with you. I totally agree. What's up, Joshua? That makes a lot of sense. I would say that you know what, that is twofold, because most agents, when they don't get into it, they never start it, because there's the fear of failure that when they do start it, what's going to happen? They may struggle once they do it, so they may not do it at all. Yeah, I'll show that. YouTube's asking if I want to show that comment. That's fine. Hi, Cody. I'm from Malaysia. I love your channel. Thanks for all the tips. You got it. Whitman, what's up, brother? Whitman from Charlotte, North Carolina. Dude, I hope to get to meet you at this 8% Nation conference. I think it's a bit of both, combination of both. Yeah, I'm with you. I think you're right. No, I mean I really do. I think it makes a lot of sense. If they were confident, they would do it. That's the key. If they were confident, they would do it. I believe that. I think most people that, if they had, I think that's one of the biggest things in sales is you've got to have confidence. If you lack confidence, you won't do what you know you need to do. Successful people do what others are unwilling to do, and a lot of successful people have confidence in themselves. Fortunately for me, and I've got to watch myself. I'm striving to be more humble, because I'm naturally a very confident individual. It can come across as arrogant sometimes, and so that's something I work on a lot. But fortunately, I've always been a confident dude, and that's why that's why I've always done so well in sales. I feel like. Can you train confidence though? Praise during training is huge. Yeah, praise during training. Everyone wants to know that they're good, that they're doing well. Everyone wants to feel good about themselves. I completely agree. Can you train confidence though? I don't think you can train it, but I do think what you said though, you can praise it, and you can actually instill and instill positive enthusiasm and words of affirmation and kindness into people, to where you will get them to believe that they're better than they actually are. And they're better than they actually are because you instilled confidence in them. Now, it'd be better if they were confident themselves, but not everyone is naturally confident. Yep, you can get, if you don't train, you'll never be confident in your ability. I get a lot of voicemails, no answers, even after several dials. How many dials, Steve, would you say? Because 80% of sales are made between the 5th and the 12th contact. So I would always call leads at least 6-8 times. I know that sounds like a lot, but you paid for them. You might as well exhaust them. We had an agent the other day that said, hey, they bought 20 leads. They called through one time. They called through the leads one time, and they ended up making 3 sales. They called through 20 leads one time, some of our secure agent mentor leads that we do, our final expense leads. They made 3 sales, and they were upset that they didn't do better. Number one, you made 3 sales. 15. You can do better than 15% closing ratio, but 3 sales, you're still going to profit. Number one, but that agent only called one time. Imagine if they called 4 times, 3, at least twice. Maybe they'll pick up another sell or 2. They could easily end up at a 30% closing ratio just by calling through the leads 3 or 4 times. Do you leave a message after? When I'm calling leads and I'm calling them myself, then I will definitely leave a voicemail, only because I want to be remembered. I called a lead 4 times in one day, and the lady answered at like 8:45 at night after the 4th call in one day. And she answered, she said, "Hey, Cody, I know it's you. Thank you so much for being persistent, following up. I'm so sorry we've been so busy, but thanks for calling again. We do want to meet with you." Now, that's backwards. That's not what I expected as an agent, but I would say you might as well. Before you are great, you are good. Before you are good, you are bad. Before you are bad, you have to try. I like that. So, dude, that goes back to my motto. Some will, some won't. So what? Who's next? Trying is half the battle. I would say a lot of agents struggle with just taking action in any way. Voicemail after how many calls? Dude, I'd leave voicemail on the I'd leave voicemail on the first one. When you leave a voicemail, you can't leave a 60-second, 2-minute voicemail. Betty, this is Joe. You requested the new information. I have a couple quick questions for you. Give me a call right back. I have a couple quick questions. Or, hey, Betty, you requested some new information. I've got the information, and I've got some really good news. Call me back as soon as you can. So something really short and brief. Just dropped in to get some knowledge. LOL. Have a good one, brother. Go Cowboys. Dude, what's up, Clay? Have an awesome week, brother. Good luck to you. And go boys, man. I'm a huge Dallas Cowboys fan. It's getting close to football season. I'm getting excited. I do a fantasy sports radio show locally on our local ESPN station. Most people didn't know that. I do a local fantasy sports radio show on our local ESPN station every Friday afternoon, and I love it. I call more than once, and I call right back. Yep. I know people that call. They'll call through their stack once. They'll call through a stack twice, and they'll call through the stack 3 times, all in one sitting. And they'll train their appointment setters to do the same thing. Cody, North Star is looking forward to being part of the 8% Nation Conference. We are bringing the top final expense telesales agents, managers, and trainers in the country. Keep up the good work. Thank you, brother. Dude, Vince Pompanato and North Star is going to be at the 8% Nation Conference. That conference will be ridiculous. If you haven't got your tickets, we've still got some more spaces, but right now tickets are on sale. I can't promise that they'll be on sale for much longer, but I do know that we'll end up with 1,500 agents, and at the pace we're going, we'll probably sell out sometime next month. Super, super jacked about this conference. It's going to be a fun deal. Hit it hard, Cody. You know it, James. I got some barking in the background. Agents struggle to stay focused, dude. Sometimes I struggle to stay focused. What do you guys think? What do you guys think the number one reason why agents fail? What do you think the number one reason why 92% of insurance agents fail? What's up, Kayla? What would you guys say? What is the number one reason why 92% of insurance agents fail? If you had to pick, you had to say, you know what, it's probably because of this. If you're jumping in on Facebook, please share. Please click share and share this thing out. If you're on YouTube, please give me a thumbs up. Do we need a discount code for the sale price? You do not. Right now, the tickets are on sale for a decent chunk, like 40-50%. And there's no discount code necessary. So thank you for asking, buddy. Laziness. Tommy Mack, I'm with you, brother. What's up, Zach? Tommy Mack, I'm with you, man. I would say that laziness is, dude, someone else said it. Most people aren't cut out to be self-employed. North Star says, hey, being lazy, man. Lack of perseverance in working. Cody, 8% Agent Conference is going to be awesome. Number one reason is lack of training and leads. Can't take the nose. Yeah, I think a lot of people struggle to get in front of people. If you don't have leads, it's really tough to consistently see 10 people. I'm going to have that. I need to have that put on a hat and a polo and a t-shirt. My new phrase, C10. C10, ask 10. I don't know. I mean, maybe C10. But I think every insurance agent in the country succeeds if they just see 10 people every single week. Lack of perseverance in working. You have to have a goal, long range and short. You have to want it so bad. Thanks for all the thumbs up on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, please click share and keep the questions and comments coming. Discouragement. You know what? What happens is once they struggle to get in front of people, once they start losing confidence, they don't have leads and they start getting discouraged. I like that 10. It's not overwhelming. No, but most agents see, I bet agents see an average of 1 to 2 a week. The average insurance agent runs 1 to 2 appointments a week. Cody, drop that knowledge on them, bro. I have to finish moving. I will watch the replay later on tonight. Thanks for being consistent. You got it, James. Dude, it's all about consistency. If I expect you guys to be consistent and to see 10, then I've got to be consistent when I say I'm going to show up and do this every Sunday night. Every agent needs to learn how to sell on the phone, man, dude. It can't hurt. It certainly can't hurt. Whether you're, I mean, because even if an agent, you know, wants to still see people in face to face in person, no matter what, you need skill on the phone. Because what happens is, like Vince says, hey, let's say you're a face to face guy and you're only planning on ever being a face to face guy. What if you get a lead out of state? What if you get a lead 3 hours away? And if you have the skill and if you know how to close them over the phone, then you could. Good luck packing, James. See you, brother. You make money by investing money, not by saving money. Buy some freaking leads, folks. Completely agree. You have to buy leads. What's the old adage? What's the old adage? Spend money to make money. What's up, Kevin? Dude, you've got to spend money. There's ways to do it without spending money, but man, it's tough to be consistent without spending money and working leads. Everyone needs to be able to adopt and sell to the client the way the client chooses. Face-to-face, email, phone, it's the client choice. As Matt said, every client is different. You never know what the client's thinking, because some clients don't want you in their home. What's up, Josh? You got to be able to. You do need to be able to adapt. Now, I'm not a big fan of meeting them at McDonald's or meeting them at another restaurant. I've been stood up too much by doing that. I'm not a big fan of doing that. But sometimes, but do what you got to do to get in front of them and make the sale. At the end of the day, it's all about seeing 10. And there's a lot of veteran agents that would say, hey, agents are definitely lazy, Whitman, 100%. A lot of agents would say, hey, seeing 10 is not enough. What's up, brother? But honestly, maybe sitting down and asking 10 people to buy every single week isn't big enough. But I can tell you what, you do it and you'll never fail. There's a lot of veteran agents that may sit with 15 or 20. They don't normally sit with more than that as far as actual sit, because you may set 30, but you may only sit with 20. Most people don't sit with that with more than that. Any agent that's struggling, find a system. Plug into a system. Find a good lead vendor, whatever it is. Plug in. Wi-Fi sometimes. MCs for e-app, we do. Yep. Sometimes we can do an e-app, especially on the go. If you see 10 people and you ask 10 people to buy every single week, you have 0% chance of failure, which is why I'm a firm believer in, hey, find a system to see 10. Most agents aren't consistent week in and week out about asking and seeing 10. So go see 10. Oh, McDonald's. Yeah. Well, you know what? They have Wi-Fi. If you're on Facebook, please share. Please share. If you're on YouTube, keep the thumbs up coming and keep the comments and questions coming. Who's going to be at the conference? Who's going to be at the 8% Nation Insurance Conference? The first conference of many to come. Who's going to be there hanging out with me? I know Vince will. I know North Star will. I know there's a lot of others that will. I know Tommy Mack will, man. Come on, man. Mama from Malaysia. Come on, come to Nashville. Joe will be there. Dude, I love it, man. I can't wait either, brother. Tommy Mack is gonna be there or be square, right? If he's gonna be there. You got to get a ticket to be there. North Star will have 40 people there. Dang. Hey, that's thinking big, man. That's thinking big. When you can bring 40 successful people from your organization all to one spot and you believe in it, come on, man. That's what it's all about. Vince is right. Vince Pompanato came by our office. He was coming up from Texas. He swung through Springfield, Missouri, swung by our office, spent about 40, 45 minutes, an hour hanging out, giving him a tour, showing him the place, showing him the my little office, showing him the studio and all the equipment and meeting some of the team that was there. So Vince, thank you, brother. We did a little team video, shot him a video. Yeah, dude, you got to learn from the best. Grant Cardone will be there, and he will be a thank you, Vince, man. Vince Pompanato, thank you, brother. Grant Cardone will be there. The industry is a marathon, not a sprint. I think a lot of agents come to the industry with high expectations, but if their work ethic doesn't match, then they get frustrated. That's when they struggle. Dude, completely agree. It's never an overnight success. It takes time. It takes figuring out. It takes skilling up. It takes becoming a better insurance agent. It takes effort. It takes seeing 10 people. It takes buying leads. And sometimes, even when you buy leads, there's a lot of lead vendors that maybe aren't great. Most agents don't give lead vendors a chance. They buy 20 leads. They don't make $2,000. Then they give up and say, well, that vendor didn't work. Most agents give up too easy. You ought to use a lead vendor for at least 2, 3, 4 weeks to really give them a chance, because every batch is different. Every lead's different. You never know until you give them a chance. Dave Coble knows what I'm talking about. What's up, brother? Joining in, man. Dave, how many coaching sessions did you give last week? I think Dave gave like a dozen, 10, 12, a dozen. I think he gave a lot. Thank you, Josh. Appreciate your brother. Cody Askins always has great advice for new agents to the brokerage world. Dude, we try, man. Freaking tell him, Cody. What's up, brother? Dude, you need leads to succeed. I'm a big believer in, there's a lot of agents say, hey, I can succeed without leads. More power to you. If you can find a way to sit and ask 10 people to buy every single week without leads, then do it. But most agents use leads because leads allow them to be consistent, because they can buy 20 to 30 leads every single week, and they can end up seeing 10 people every single week. And by seeing 10, an independent agent ought to make at least, by sitting and asking 10 people to buy, an independent agent should never make less than 100, 150, 200K a year. And there's a disparity there because commission levels are different, carriers are different, agent skill levels different. I can take a brand new kid out of high school with no sales experience and no insurance experience and put him in front of 10 people a week and give him a system, show him how to consistently sit with 10 people, even if I booked the appointments for him. If he didn't know what he was doing, it wouldn't matter, because he would learn really quick. And if he sat with 10, he'd make $100,000 his very first year. A lot of people think, hey, Cody did some crazy stuff to make $117K his first 8 months at 19 years old while in college playing basketball. I really didn't. As much as I want to say, hey, I'm abnormal and I had a bunch of secrets that I can't share with you guys, it ain't true. You know what I did? I sat and asked 10 people to buy every single week. If you're joining on Facebook, please share this thing out. If you're joining on Facebook, please click share What's up, Jimmy? If you're on YouTube, please give a thumbs up and keep the comments and questions coming. Dude, I'm with you, Whitman. I'm with you, Vince. It's you can train anyone to succeed in this business. I was fortunate enough to succeed at an early age, but it wasn't because I knew more about insurance. And believe it or not, I knew less than every single person watching. It wasn't because I had any any sales experience. I was 19. I didn't have any sales experience other than what Brian Tracy was feeding me through his audiobook, The Art of Closing the Sale. Whitman will be there, dude. What's up, brother? Dude, I'm looking forward to that, man. I figured you would. Thank you, brother. Dude, that's the thing. No insurance experience, no sales experience, no presentation experience, no lead calling experience. But I knew that I had to sit with 10. To be successful, I had to sit with 10. When I sat with 10, I started to consistently make a couple grand every single week. If you're joining on Facebook, please share this thing out. It's simple. Get on the phone every day and be positive. Why is it? What's the mindset behind, hey, I had a tough day before, I had my toughest day ever, I had a tough weekend, whatever, and then we let that bleed over into our next day or our next week? Why is that? Why is it when we have a bad day, before you know it, that bad day turns into a bad week, a couple of weeks, a bad month? Why is that? Because we're all like that. We all do that. Hey, I really had a bad day. I had some, you know what? I had some not great days last week, but I've got to be consistent. As James says, I got to show up. I got to be positive. I've got to be a positive influence on you guys, on my team. You guys have got team members and family and friends and everybody around you in your life that you got to be positive. You got to be a positive influence. That when you have a horrible day or something goes bad, you got to find a way to move on, to pick up. Self-doubt. Why is that? Because I think this will surprise some people. There's times during a day, it starts kicking in, man. Jimmy, you're right, brother. There's times during a day or during a week or during a weekend or maybe right before I go to bed or right when I wake up that even Cody Askins has some self-doubt. You guys don't think that early on when we first started promoting this conference that, hey, we're getting Grant Cardone and Ray Lewis and all these crazy people and spending all this money? You guys don't think that there was a little bit of self-doubt trying to creep into my mind that, hey, what if you don't get 1,000 people? What if you don't get 2,000 people? What if you don't make any money? What if you lose money? You don't think that self-doubt started to creep into my mind? 100%. It still creeps in from time to time. It creeps in your life. It creeps in my life. It creeps in everyone's life. But what separates the successful from the unsuccessful is they know how to flip the switch. They know how to kick that crap out. They know how to write down their goals. They know how to refocus themselves. They know how to not let those things affect them the next day, the next minute, the next hour. They know how to stay focused on the task at hand. They know how to not let distractions keep them from succeeding. They know how to that when bad things go on in their life, they know how to kick it and move on and make sure that moving forward, that stuff never affects them ever again. If you're joining on Facebook and you like what I'm saying, please click share. If you're on YouTube, please click thumbs up. Keep the comments and questions coming. Dude, I'm with you guys. I completely agree. It's tough. Life is tough. Sales is tough. You're going to find people in your life that are negative. You're going to have negative influences. Things are going to happen that you don't agree with. There's going to have things that happen that you don't support. Things that happen that are out of your control. But what's in your control, I say it all the time, what's in your control is how you respond when self-doubt happens, when problems happen, when things happen, when people happen, when a bad day happens, when kicking in happens. How do you guys handle those bad moments in your life? Those moments where you're like, dang, dude, can I make it? Dang, can I do it? Can I pick myself up and can I go see 10 people? Can I pick myself up and go make 100K? Can I pick myself up and be consistent week in and week out? Can I pick myself up and keep fighting? We released a video last week. Some people love Ray Lewis, some people hate Ray Lewis. Either way, Ray Lewis is all about effort. Whether you like Ray Lewis or hate Ray Lewis is all about effort. You're good. Ray Lewis is all about being consistent. I got dogs barking trying to attack me. It's my job to stay focused when that happens. It's my job to stay in the moment. It's my job to stay purposeful. It's your guys' job that when things happen, don't let it bother you. Even when you got crazy dogs running up behind you, it's your job to stay focused, to stay positive, to stay in the zone. Dude, you guys better believe, even if that dog tried to tackle me, dude, I'm coming up a winner, and I'm gonna stay on. I'm gonna stay live on video, and then I'm gonna jump back into questions. You guys know me as a big old dog, though. Athletes who excel win because they love the game. This is not an ice cream cake. Accept the challenge and go to work. I'm still an athlete. I still compete, get in the game. I love it, James. Dude, I'm kind of curious. This is an honest question, and some people will disagree with my answer. And maybe I'll disagree with your answer. Who knows? But I want to know. If you're joining on Facebook, please click share. Please share this thing out. Do you enjoy in your life when you're trying to hit a goal, when you're trying to hit a goal, when you're trying to make some money, when you're trying to succeed, which do you enjoy more? Do you enjoy the journey along the way, the grind, the action taking, the constant focus on growth? Or do you enjoy once you get there and once you can sit on top of the mountain and relax and look down and rejoice and celebrate on your awesome achievement? What is it for you guys? I'm honestly curious. Man, Cody, I'm starting with a broker agency and have contracts that average 115. Why? And I'm asking myself this: is why do people stay with large sub agencies that offer? I'm a 5-month guy. I've been with Lincoln Heritage before and saw the light, the journey, the game. Gerardo, that's a tough one for me to answer, Gerardo, because there's high commission levels, but now we give leads, and I 0% of any contract level. It's still zero. I've given out really high contracts in the past, and then agents will not produce. I'm with you, Gerardo. It's important. You need to be paid well, but I believe that a system, leads, training, being a part of a team, and constant growing. No, Kevin, please tell them, please, brother. Please keep telling everybody about our leads. Thank you, buddy. I believe all that is more important than a contract level. I'm with you. It's getting paid well is important, buddy. But I believe that all those things are more important than whatever commission level you get. The journey, the reward. Okay, so we've got differing opinions. Jimmy on Facebook says, "Hey, dude, I like the reward." James says, "Hey, I like the journey, the game, the grind, the if life is a journey and you don't reach a destination, why take the journey?" Yeah, that's a tough one to answer because I really enjoy the ride, and I think there's a third answer to my question though. I think it's always an uphill climb. I don't think anyone ever reaches their true potential ever. Don, yes, leads, team, and training is more important. I'm with you. Leads gets, yeah, and not lose a support system, have the direct mail leads sent to you, be less of a middleman. No doubt. Joe, it's all good. I'm with you. I think my own dog's out here now. I think the ride is fun, but you look forward to getting there. You do. There's a lot of people that look forward to getting there. They're ready to get to the top. They're ready to relax. And maybe my attitude will change. That is what makes the ride fun completely. Maybe my attitude will change, but I don't feel me ever stopping to smell the roses. I really don't. And offer the ability to have access to multiple companies with better prices. Yeah, it's it's kind of a catch-22. If you're on Facebook, please share this thing out. If you're on YouTube, keep the questions and thumbs up coming. What other questions do you guys have? Just because you get to the top, dude. That's again, that's a tough one. I know everybody's answer is going to be different because I really enjoy building something. I'm obsessed with building something. Doesn't mean you can't get on a new ride. Dude, exactly. That's why I've added different businesses and different LLCs and different companies and different, whatever else is because of that. It's because of the ride. It's because I like to build stuff. Does your company have Trains America? We do. We don't use them a lot for FE, but we do have them. That's what competitors do. They enjoy the game. That I completely agree. Is this industry starting to or will be oversaturated with agents in the future? Actually, that's a great question. Believe it or not, Gerardo, it's actually going to be the opposite. And why do I say the opposite? Because the average age, and you old dudes, don't get mad at me, the average age of insurance agents is 59. What does that tell you? That tells you that a lot of those agents are going to retire and that the average age of insurance agents will drop, I believe, over the next 10 to 15 years. Jimmy, it's an infinite game. Yep, it can be. Having small victories daily is very important to me. The success and reward is what motivates me and keeps me going. Josh, I'm with you, brother. Simon Sinek, 59. Average age, 59, man. I actually believe that, dude, you're right. I'm with you. There actually, in 10 years, there will be less insurance agents in the industry than there is right now. Success is like a breath of air, Dave says. It's important and it is crucial, but it's not as important as the next breath of air, the next success. Dude, I'm with you, man. Joe, no way. Seriously. Dave's he's director of sales at Secure Agent Mentor. He handles all the business consultants. When you guys call in or when you guys show interest in leads or coaching or training or video programs or whatever, Dave's the one that runs that team for Secure Agent Mentor. So, do you do more than your digital leads? No, that's the only type of leads that we do. Old farts. Dude, Jimmy, don't get. No, you're not that old yet, man. You're like Jimmy's. What are you, late 40s? There's a lot of agents that are late 50s, early 60s. I've even heard of agents in their 70s, early 80s. All my agents are in their 30s. I'm 59. LOL. See, James, and I ain't quitting, but playing and coaching. I love it. 49. Dave is great. Thank you, Joe. 49. See, you're 10 years younger, man. Give it 10 years, Jimmy. You'll be older than the average age. Don, thanks, Joe. I was thinking that. Yep, you got it. That's a good question because there's a lot of agents. I think this business will shift a lot. Over the next decade, there's going to be a lot of old-fashioned companies that get left behind if they don't adapt. 67 into heavy metal. I love it. Dude, that's cool. If they don't adapt, they will be left behind. Can't wait to meet you and Steven. Yeah, I love it, James. Let's get, dude. Let's get you an 8% Nation conference, and we'll hang out. We'll meet you. He's driving a little moped-looking thing. I have been using your Spanish leads. Is there any request in customizing what the prospect sees? People I've been seeing are assuming that I'm showing with the program. The Spanish ones. What's funny, Gerardo, is not every lead is perfect, but our Spanish leads are actually are probably our best ROI. We'll see Spanish ROIs or closing percentages as high as 40-50%. Much quicker mentally now. I believe it. I believe we go about 40-41 minutes. If you're joining on Facebook, please share this thing out. If you're on YouTube, please keep giving thumbs up. If you're on Facebook, please click share. What do you guys got for me the rest of the night? It's about 8:41 p.m. Central Standard Time. We'll go about 40 minutes. What other questions do you guys have? What video is that, Jimmy? I'll check the link out once we're done. What video is that? What other questions you guys have? What are you doing tonight? How can you improve? How can you be better? How can you be better tomorrow than you were today? How can you be a more all-around improved individual? Love what you're doing. I'm 64, but a young 64, but moves with the times. I love it, Steve. And you'll probably be cutting a rug at the conference, getting your groove on and actually physically busting a move, right? What are the questions we got? Any other questions before we wrap this one up tonight? Can feel mosquitoes already. What do you guys got for me? You guys know I love doing this every Sunday night. We have a blast. Simon Sinek Finite and Infinite Games of Leadership. That is the video. Cool. I'm going to check it out. Thank you, Jimmy. Jimmy's a good dude, man. He moved from Georgia to Texas to take over and be over to run a call center. Jimmy's a good dude. Medicare telesales machine. That's what you are, Jimmy. There's my wife's little white fluffy dog running around back here. All right, what other questions you guys got tonight for me? Anything else before we wrap this one up? You guys know I want one thing to happen. You guys thank me for doing these all the time, and I'm grateful. Thank you for doing that. I'm doing this for you, and I love it. You guys also say that I'm consistent in doing this, so thank you. If I can ask one favor, it's that if you have a chance to get to the 8% Nation Insurance Conference in Nashville with Grant Cardone, Ray Lewis, Coach Michael Burt, Tim Story, myself, Spompanato, if you can get there, please get there. That's all I can ask, right? I'm joining your monthly program. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Is it possible that the Red Sox are not the greatest team ever? It's very possible. Yeah, it's quite possible that they're not. I'm not a huge baseball guy, but I appreciate the off the wall question. I'm a big football guy though. If I can ask one favor, it's that you will be hanging out with me at this conference. If I could have one request, if you guys will grant me one request, is that you'll click this link and you'll grab a ticket and you'll go to the conference. I need you there. I need you guys to grab a ticket to 8% Nation and come hang out with me. Come hang out with me. Let's have a blast together. You are wrong, Jimmy and Cody. Dude, dude. Joe. What am I wrong about? I'll bring my cane, LOL. You bring your cane, we'll hang out. You can beat me with it. All right. Any other questions before we wrap this thing up? You guys are incredible. Hope you have an awesome Sunday night, an awesome rest of your evening, and a killer week. Go see 10 people. Try me. Go see 10 people and see what happens. How many times should we call a lead a day to set an appointment? Can you call too much? I think 4 to 5 times is a good. I think more than 5, at least more than 6 in one day is too much. I hate to say that, but I would say that's probably the case. You got it, Steve. All right, you guys have an incredible night. Keep freaking grinding. You can do it. Go see 10 people. Work some leads. Close on every first appointment that you ever get. I'm a believer in a one-call close. Love you too, brother. Bang it out this week. Let's do it. You got it, Matt. Thank you guys. Have an incredible week. Go tear it freaking up. Can't wait to see you at the conference. All right? You guys are amazing. I'm out. Have a great week. Brain Power at 2 o'clock Central Standard Time tomorrow. You want to watch my wife and I on our live show. She actually runs that show. She's the host of the show. Tune in tomorrow, 2 o'clock Central Standard Time on Facebook and YouTube. If you're on Facebook, please share real quick before we end this. Please click share. If you're on YouTube, please give a thumbs up.